seeing this channel for the first time, drop a like. Let me start that over in case y'all didn't hear me because I didn't have my mic hooked up. I keep forgetting to hook my mic up. I'm getting real tech and slick with this stuff just working from home. So let me tap this in right now. Listen, yes, 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 yes. We back in the building with another Raw Dope Podcast vlog, and this is Raw Dope Podcast vlog, and I'm your host, Hand 5000, and I'm tapping in with y'all on this holiday or whatever you want to call it. It's not a holiday for me. It's another day to work and vlog, but a lot of things are not open, so you can't handle no business. So it's more like a relaxed day. Smoke a few blunts, laid back, chill. You know what I'm saying? People's cooking, get a couple free plates. Then you ain't got to spend much on food. If you're cooking in your house, you're cooking in your house. If you celebrate that thing, you celebrate that thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get right. You know what I'm saying? Get right. Get right. 100%. Get right. Get right. But listen, man, we got a few things on the chopping block today. Baltimore, man, just did a massive sweep. Yes, they back. The boy Ivan Bates along with district attorney. I forget that guy's name, but y'all gonna hear that later on in the show. And you know, they did a sweep, man. Like 39, 40 people got arrested. You know what I'm saying? Got busted up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like everybody gotta do what they gotta do. You know, personally, everybody has to do what they got to do. And when you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do, man. But just know, you know, in the streets, it's consequences. Consequences come with the streets. The streets come with consequences. Don't ever think or wake up in the morning and think that the street don't come with consequences. Some people have jumped that fence and got away with it and sailed off into the night. But, you know, 90% didn't make it that way. So Ivan Bates and them, if you don't know, that's the state's attorney, you know what I mean? That's the state's attorney of Baltimore. So he hooked up with his guys, and man, they pulled one off. They pulled one off, man. And it's still people on the run and all that, but they pulled one off, man. So here it is, right here, man. It's a new indictment in Baltimore. 40 people arrested. I'm about to play it for y'all, and if you just tapping that, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. You thankful today to God and that Trump is going to be the president again. I mean, you know, I hope he do what he got to do, man. I ain't too much. Here we go.
Your toothbrush. So since you don't have it, I brought it for you today. So what I'm going to say is that we all together want to ensure that the individuals that we've indicted know that their toothbrush will be waiting for them.
Ooh.
We're taking our violent
state's attorney walking around with toothbrushes
to the next level. So pack an extra toothbrush.
Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates and U.S. Attorney from Maryland Eric Barron.
His name's Eric Barron.
Crime reduction strategies while announcing the indictment of more than 36 people today.
Good God.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for
this is crazy.
And I'm Kai
Check on y'all peoples.
Prosecutors say those indictments come after 6 months of wiretapping phone lines for criminal organizations that they say were trafficking drugs. According to
God, this is tough.
The group operated in South Baltimore. 39 indictments were secured for state charges. 2 people were charged federally.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost was at the news conference. She also sat down with Bates and Barron to talk about how this massive takedown unfolded.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Tap in.
Mary and Kai, this is being hailed as one of the largest takedowns in history. And City State's Attorney Ivan Bates says that hits were prevented and a turf war was stopped, all because of this partnership, which he says could not have happened without U.S. Attorney for Maryland, Eric Barron.
Today, we are gathered here to announce a takedown of 4 separate criminal organizations.
The largest drug bust in years, resulting in tables and tables and tables of evidence. 65 guns, 10 kilos of drugs, and more than $300,000 in cash.
The actions that we've taken make Maryland safer, from Western Mountains to the Eastern Shore and Baltimore City and everywhere in between. And we could not have done this work without the people to my left and my right and in front of me.
The takedown resulting in 39 people facing charges from all 4 criminal organizations.
Wow.
The individuals involved in this investigation range from the age of 16 to 61. They've been arrested more than 220 times, and 12 of them are repeat offenders.
What started as a group violence reduction strategy.
Was all of this a GVRS takedown specifically?
I would say it was a state and federal takedown.
Quickly grew into much more. Working with the U.S. Attorney Eric Barron, State's Attorney Ivan Bates leveraged other federal partners to bring this case forward.
This could never have been done without Eric and Barron.
We sat down with Bates and Barron for an exclusive interview to talk about how their partnership yielded this latest buzz.
That's tough, man. 40 people, 39 people locked up,
allowing investigators, including a team of state, local, and federal members of the strike force, to listen to calls and read text messages from 4 different organized crime rings operating on the 1700 block of Lemon Street, the 2000 block of West Pratt Street, 500 block of Millington Avenue, and the 2800 block of Edmonton Avenue.
Without the wire, what would the scope of this have looked like?
You may have arrested maybe 2 or 3. Without the wire, I can tell you the police commissioner wasn't going to have this team do much more. They had done a great deal of work, but without the wire, then we don't have the opportunity to go deeper to figure out what's happening. This type of takedown is to let everyone know we're not playing, and that we're listening, and that we're going to come for you, and we're going to hold you accountable.
Barron says it doesn't really matter to him where the cases end up, either state or federal, so long as the criminals are held accountable.
Why was it important to you to take this case and to move forward with it?
Well, first of all, the credit for this is broad. This was truly a teamwork effort. When the state's attorney calls me with a problem, or any law enforcement or community partner calls me with a problem, it becomes my problem, and I aim to solve it. And that may mean being innovative, but at the end of the day, I care about our partners because we have a shared mission of reducing violent crime in the city.
Bates says by using the wires, other crimes were prevented too, including a robbery, a hit on a rival member, and a turf war that could have erupted into a violent disaster.
We were afraid could have been Brooklyn Part 2, that we were able to stop before it happened. We took those individuals off the streets. But we feel very good. You know, oftentimes you look on TV and you feel some of these neighborhoods feel that we've forgotten them. We haven't forgotten you. It takes time to do this the correct way.
Now, these 2 prosecutors say the real work begins, piecing together the evidence, building the cases, and moving forward. 2 people are facing federal charges, but the rest are in state court.
And I will say this, for those other organizations that want to go out there, don't think we're not listening. Because we have this partnership. This partnership is only getting stronger.
So there you go. That's the state's attorney of Baltimore City and a federal prosecutor. You know, they done had a 6-month wiretap, locked a bunch of dudes up in the city. You know, it was 39 people on the indictment. 2 of them went federal. 15 people didn't get arrested. Whew. That's a nightmare on Thanksgiving, man. You know what I'm saying? This happened, you know, dudes on the run. When you on the run, man, that's never a good feeling, especially even if you got money. Even if you got money or don't got money. Being on the run is a tough feeling, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a stressful feeling because you can't move how you want to move. You get what I'm saying? Because you have a warrant for your arrest. You know, fortunately, on this indictment, it's not no murders on there. So, you know, dudes will probably get a second chance. 60-some guns divided in between 39 people. You know what I mean? That's, you know, that's almost saying, hey, I had a gun and a half. You know what I mean? A bunch of money, you know, 300,000 divided between 39 people. You know, it's a lot of cash. It was just 1 or 2 people, but you know, everybody got caught with something. So, you know, it's a big case, and the state gonna try to get what they get. You know what I mean? But you know, for them dudes that didn't go federal, you know, at least they know the state will kind of like, you know, give a better plea deal for you, because out of 39 people, you know, all of them, you know what I'm saying, couldn't be, you know, the biggest problem. So, you know, dudes will get time from probation all the way up to 20 years. You know what I mean? I don't think that's any day in jail is tough. Don't ever think that any day in jail is tough. But like I say, when you out here, you do the crime, you do the time. You know, most men and stand-up women will get caught up in something and they'll do their time. You know what I mean? They'll do their time. They won't be worrying about if this, that, third, what y'all got me for? That's what I'm pleading on. I ain't cooperating. I'm gonna do my time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my time. You get what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And then, you know, hopefully, you know, they get in the joint, you know what I'm saying, to reprogram and do what they got to do and get back out here and get some money. So P. Diddy, again, was denied bail. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought the judge was going to make the decision last week. Late, you know, a little bit after hours last night, the decision came down. The decision came down, you know, they're going to keep Diddy behind bars. They brought up the domestic violence. They say he's breaking the rules in jail. You know, they made a whole bunch of stuff up to keep the man behind bars. But, you know, Diddy team is going to file, you know, appeal that decision that the judge made and try to get that in front of somebody to listen. But the prosecutors is going really, really hard. They're going really, really hard in that Diddy case. I'm not even going to lie. The prosecutors are going really, really hard in that Diddy case, bro. And I'm going to play a little clip from, you know, because I played it last night, and I don't think a lot of people was, like, honestly hearing it, you know, 100%. But, you know, the reason why they kept him behind bail is... Yeah, I'm going to let y'all hear the reason. And y'all tell me, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. You know what I mean? So let's find out what's going on, man. So it is, you know, the bail is denied. It's in. Here we go. I'm playing a little clip for y'all right now. Let's go.
Right, we're just learning that a judge has denied another one of rapper Sean Diddy Combs' requests to be released on bail. I remember he's behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn waiting for his trial to get started next year in May. He's been detained for 2 months on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, which he's pled not guilty to. Chloe Molas is following
Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel.
All right, well, it's 5 pages. And the takeaway here is that the judge is saying that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. And that was what New York prosecutors were saying. I was in court twice last week, and I listened to these prosecutors say that he was a danger to the community. And they showed that video, that surveillance video of him from 2016, brutally beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, saying that he has a propensity to violence, and that alone is a reason why we cannot agree to the proposed bail package. Now, his team had offered $50 million, a home of his in Miami as collateral, and they said that he would live in an apartment on Manhattan's Upper East Side, monitored by 24-hour security, that he would only talk to his attorneys, that he would only have, you know, certain family members on a pre-approved list, and that, you know, he would actually be under stricter conditions than he is at the jail in Brooklyn. But clearly, this is the third time.
Yeah,
this judge not buying it.
What was Diddy like in court? You were there twice last week. What was his demeanor like?
I mean, he was smiling on Friday, turned around and looked at his children. All of his children were there except for his infant child. His mother was there. He looked a little thinner. He looked a little worse for wear, but he has seemed upbeat and positive. And a few days earlier on Wednesday, so a week ago today, his legal team had a win, because his team was able to say that New York prosecutors wrongly obtained 16 pages of notes from his jail cell during a routine sweep, that it had his defense strategy, it had witnesses that they planned to call at the criminal trial in May, and the judge agreed that those should have been protected under attorney-client privilege. So there was a feeling today among reporter friends of mine and people in the building here that, you know, maybe there's a chance that the judge, given he's taking several days to think about this, he asked for both sides to write a letter, that he might release him. But this is the third time. His team were waiting for a response from them, from his legal team. They could appeal again, but we were talking to Danny Savalas earlier, and he said, you know, they would have to propose something new and different to potentially be successful for a fourth attempt.
One last, thank you for being on the course. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
So they saying Diddy a threat to the community. I don't understand. I don't understand how can somebody be a threat to the community, bro, that doesn't have a criminal background. Like, what is he really going to do outside of maybe bribery? If that do that, 24-hour security, 24-hour security surveillance, and all of this stuff that y'all putting out there for this man to do, right? And y'all telling me that it's not worth him sitting in his house on home monitor? Y'all rather, you know, and I just think they're going to do, that's not the first time that they're going to run up in Diddy's cell and take his mail and make it seem like they sweeping the jail and doing all that. No, they sweeping a couple tears to make it look like something. They sweeping a tear Diddy home. So Diddy in for a big fight. You get what I'm saying? I think he's going to keep fighting for bail up to May, but he'll get tired of it. But what I'm saying is I can't even say he'll get tired of it. When you got money to fight, you're going to keep spending it because your freedom is priceless. Diddy, your freedom is priceless, so I respect it, bro. You're going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And the whole thing is his defense team got to prove that, man, listen, This man not gonna be doing none of that. Y'all put him on home monitor. The 24-hour surveillance security is crazy. Puff know one thing and one thing only. If you get out of jail and you tamper with the witnesses, new charges can be brought up against you and you going back to jail. You know what I mean? If I was a defense attorney, that would have been my bang pitch. If he gets out here and do anything that y'all saying that he gonna do, y'all gonna lock him back up and he's gonna be in that miserable jail again. This man wants to put up $50 million. This man wants to get security and all that. Hey, we ain't gotta do all that. Judge, you know what I mean? You can make a reasonable bail that you feel is comfortable. He will be on home monitor. It will be certain restrictions that he can't do. If he violates these restrictions, he's going back to jail. He's going to be back in federal custody, waiting for trial. That's the biggest thing that I get. Like, if he do anything and y'all and the courts find out about it, it's a consequence to that. It's a serious consequence to that. And this man has some kids. This man has businesses. This man has a lot of things going on. So at the end of the day, he'll be home working on a defense strategy, taking care of his family. Y'all said he can't do no social media. You know what I mean? Y'all say, hey, what up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? They say y'all can't do no social media. They saying he can't do a lot of things, so those things are restricted. I don't think Puff, you know, for a dude as rich as he is and a dude that never been in jail, I don't think he's gonna break the rules. Because you out of jail, you get to sleep in your bed, you get to put on clothes. They have to give you passes to go to the dentist, to go to the doctors, you know what I mean, get your hair cut. They're gonna give them passes to do certain things. You know what I mean? That's how home monitor work. They'll give you passes to do certain things. He'll probably go to some, you know, some anger management classes. He'll probably do things. So that's what my argument would have been if I was on this defense team and if I was Puff, like, yo, you got to tell them the things that you're going to do to better. You know what I mean? You want to talk to kids in school. If you're allowed to go outside and get passes, everything is positive. You know what I mean? And then it's the U.S. government. Y'all got the government has technology beyond this world. So y'all can track his every move. You know what I'm saying? Y'all knew that when he was gonna fly out the country, y'all knew, you know what I'm saying? Y'all knew where he was at when it was time for him to get locked up. Y'all know. Y'all have things to prevent him from doing certain shit now. 24 hours in a day, some things can get slipped through the cracks. If it gets slipped through the cracks, it gets slipped through the cracks. But I just don't feel like Diddy did nothing. You know what I'm saying? If some of the allegations that they got against him in the court eyes, it's tough. But I don't think that he should just be behind the door. I think he should be able to fight his case from, you know, the streets. You know what I mean? Just honestly, you know, I just feel like that he should be able to fight his case from the streets. You know what I mean? And like those individuals that got locked up for that indictment, the difference between Diddy, you know, like they said, some dudes in that indictment are repeat offenders. So repeat offenders, you know, dudes that been locked up, they understand they might hold me without a bail. But dudes that never offended and never been charged and convicted of a crime, that's what it did. That's what they say they hold you without bail if you pose a danger to the community. We're not talking about murders. We're not talking about, you know, we're not talking about, you know, a violent gang act. We're talking about, I mean, I just don't see why he don't get a bail. And I say you innocent until proven guilty. And you see right now on TV with the Melly case, with a lot of cases. We can't really speak too much on the Dirt case because Dirt case ain't really in the mash yet. You know what I'm saying? Dirt case ain't really, they ain't really digging in that. That ain't the front of the news right now. You know what I'm saying? Next year, January, February, when Dirt start trying to put in things, trying to get a bail or whatever, but Dirt might not even be. Dirt might just be preparing to go to war, to go to trial. You know what I mean? But but the one guy that I really think that should be released on bail on home monitor is definitely YNW Melly. Real talk. YNW Melly should be released. And YNW Melly, you know, get released. He be able to come out, you know what I mean, and really just get his brain back together because Shorty been locked up too long. So Diddy and them, you know, really just getting in there. So, you know what I'm saying, they still got coochie on their nutsack. So, you know what I mean, Melly really been going through it, man. So, you know, that's just how I feel, man. So what y'all eating, man? What y'all eating for Thanksgiving? Put that in the comment box, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that tapped in with the channel. Shout out to everybody that support the channel. Got nothing but love and support, man. Hey, we trying to get to 10K. So if you looking at this, tap in, subscribe to my channel, man. Trying to get to 5K first, but we look at it like, hey, man, no numbers matter. We want to celebrate in the 10K, dropping merch, dropping more content. You're going to catch me consistent. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube play with the numbers. Sometimes they don't keep us in rotation. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Like I said, 40 people, 39 people indicted in Baltimore, Diddy held without bail. But I always got to talk my hip hop stuff. I have to talk my hip hop stuff because of this. And I said this last night. Drake is finished. Drake is finished. Drake is over with. All the Drake fans might as well do like you do a losing football team. You have to burn Drake jersey. You got to burn his jersey. You have to burn his jersey. You have to burn his jersey. And Lil Wayne making phone calls and Kendrick Lamar ain't answer. Man, where the music at, bro? Where the music at, man? Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. No fuck shit. No fake shit. No foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast Vlog.